talk to Anthony Ferrara. Anthony started racing in 2020, and he's had a pretty good little short career in that. And a lot of people know Anthony played some baseball. So the first thing I want to ask Anthony is about baseball. Let's get a little rundown of what you played some ball. What'd you do?
Yeah.
Tell us about
it. Got drafted in 2008. I was a 7th round pick for the Cardinals. I was in the Cardinals system for parts of 10 seasons. I got released, and then I went and played in Mexico for the Los Mochis Cañeros, and then played in Canada. Kind of bounced around trying to get signed back with an affiliated major league club, major league affiliate club, and just had workouts with like the Yankees, the Pirates, and I just sucked. I couldn't get back on, so I decided to quit and met my wife when I was playing here in AA. So came back here.
And so Anthony was telling me before the interview, he still has something to do with baseball, does some youth stuff and stuff like that, and we want to thank you for doing that. That means a lot.
Yeah, I love it, man. It's I remember when I was a kid, my mom taking me to lessons all the time, and that's most of what I'm doing now is lessons. I coached a competitive high school aged travel team until 2021. All the kids are in college now, but traveled a bunch, and all them kids pretty much were committed or did commit to college. So I enjoy that process, and it's tricky more now. It's always been tricky, but with the transfer portal and all that stuff, and it's just kind of became a mess. So
yeah,
I know how hard it is, and I try to be involved as much as I can, because it could be a really tough experience if you don't have someone that's been through it or it's kind of helping you out.
Right, a tough egg to get into. I mean, there's not that many guys who play professional baseball, versus how many civilians there are not playing professional baseball.
Yeah.
So that's a big deal. I mean, that's pretty cool to be in the draft. I mean, MLB draft. I mean, that's a big deal. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it wasn't the best day. They had a mock draft, Baseball America, which is like the main magazine, I guess, for the draft, college and all that stuff. And they did a mock draft in my junior year, and I was supposed to be a first rounder according to that mock draft. That had me going like in the 40, 50th pick range. And I got hurt my junior summer, which is recruiting-wise is one of the biggest times for a high school kid, because the draft happens, and those seniors they're either going to college or whatever. So a bunch of teams would follow. I was on a really good travel team, and we had a bunch of guys that ended up playing pro ball and Division I commits, and I was gone the whole summer, and it was just a mess. And I remember on draft day, I had several teams, the Phillies, White Sox, they sent their area scout over, kind of check my arm, I don't even know what they were doing, they were really wasting time, but just to confirm I was healthy. So I didn't go as high as I would have liked to, but I got paid a little bit over slot, and it worked out. I met my wife, and Cardinals were a great organization. So, but it's the whole recruiting thing and the draft and college. It's cutthroat, man. It's a business.
It's a lot to go through.
Yeah.
You pitched, right?
Yeah, I was a pitcher. But I mean, just kind of hammer on the whole drafting. The guy that drafted me, the scout, he got into coaching with the Cardinals minor league, and I was in spring training. He told me, like a way to think about it is he drafted me, signed me, and the next day he went to go find someone better than me. Technically, that's how it works.
That's the name of the game.
Yeah, that's his job. Find the next best guy.
Pretty cutthroat.
It is, man.
So baseball settles down. 2020, you're still doing a little coaching.
Yeah.
And so you dabbled in a cart a little bit.
Yeah.
And your buddy talks you into, besides, we need to get a race car.
Yeah, I raced go-karts when I was young, 7, 8, 9, 10 years old. And then baseball got, I was traveling all summer and playing in the league, down the road and all that. So baseball was just that's what consumed me, I didn't have any time for anything else, so I stopped racing around, I'd say about 10, 11, 12. But I knew go-karts, I had, buddies that raced go-karts, a lot of my buddies growing up were go-kart racers, and so I went and got me a go-kart, and went out to Twister Alley, and went out there, and which is an awesome facility, and they help out and make racing affordable. I was in a Predator class, which is like a Harbor Freight motor, I assume. I don't really know much about it.
Honda clone motor or
No,
something?
it's a Harbor Freight. I think it's like $200, but it came with the go-kart I bought. I ran it a couple times, went to KC Raceway, and I was the only fat guy there, so I had to race with a lot smaller guys, and it just kind of, it was upsetting. There's not more fat guys racing go-karts, I guess. So I was kind of complaining and crying to my buddy Dustin Mooneyham, and he's just get hard, man. And I still don't know much about him, but I'm learning, but at that time I knew nothing, and he's like, man, I'll help you. And him and a guy named Dean Kimberly kind of got my feet wet and got me a car and kind of showed me the basics, and here I am.
So, something I want to ask you about your number.
Yep.
And you have a unique number.
Yeah.
Anthony's number is 3371. Where's that come from?
So 33. When I was young, I was born in Louisiana, but we moved to Florida, and right next to East Bay Raceway. So I played at East Bay Little League baseball. The whole Little League, East Bay Raceway, the stands would be packed. It was hard to find a spot to sit at that time. But we'd play a Little League game. We'd go at night. Everybody go to races, and we got really close to a guy named Jeff Matthews, who he's still involved in racing. He owns Ashton Weimer's car.
Matthews Motorsports.
Yeah, Jeff Matthews. They're actually racing at East Bay, or that whole
yeah. Last night.
Yeah. So 33. We got in tie with him. He's actually the one that kind of pushed my dad into getting me a racing go-kart, because I was so ate up with it, and so I just kind of used 33 since I was a kid. I remember my Little League team, our numbers I think went to like 16 or 20, and I made my dad go get a custom uniform just so I could get 33. So that's how the 33 came about, and then the 71, my wife, her grandpa, he passed, his name's Vernon Warren. He raced all around here, but he was number 71. So I wanted to include that, and that also is some brownie points for me to get the car. So
yeah.
She's like, that just helped a little bit, I thought. So
Every little bit helps when it comes to that department.
No doubt.
So, 2020, you were still coaching. You didn't get to race that much. Kind of a lot going on.
Yeah.
When did your first feature win come?
So 2020, I probably, it was towards the end of that season. So I was probably eight or so races in. I got one, and it was really lucky actually. It was Jacob Hall and Pete Richardson, and we're all like bunched up, and I forgot. I don't know if I picked the top or Jacob picked the bottom, but I was on the outside on the restart, and Pete was leading, and Jacob drove her in there a little deep and kind of got Pete loosened up, and I just went around both of them on the outside, and I won. I had a little luck. I guess I owe Jacob a beer or something for helping me out.
Yeah, well, we won't frown on that though. A lot of racing's luck. A lot of guys will tell you you can be the best prepared and the best driver on the track, and without a little luck.
Yeah, a lot of stuff's technically out of your control. You do need luck. I'd take it any chance I could get.
Yeah. So 3 years racing, about to start year 4. How many features have you won?
So that broke in front of me in the heat race, so I got a good start in A main, and then Jeff Dowdy was leading the race, and the guy, I was in third, the guy in second, and him got tangled up, and he took Dowdy out, and they moved both of them to the back, and I inherited the lead. So I feel like there's so many variables, it just takes a lot of stuff going right for you to win, especially those races, which don't happen much, but I've been lucky.
That turkey bowl, there's every car.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pull your bootstraps up for that deal down here at Springfield. Jerry puts on a hell of a show for that deal.
Yes, every week I feel like Springfield is and I don't want to hurt any feelings, but I think that the competition there is so tough in every class. You see guys that win there, they win at other tracks pretty consistently. It's definitely, I don't know if it's just why it's in the middle, everybody comes here, but just such a good group of cars that constantly show up, even on weekly shows there. So I'm lucky having that in the backyard.
And that's where you primarily race, is here at Springfield.
Yep. I try to get around a little bit, get out, but with work, I got a 2-year-old, it's tough, but yeah, I'm very blessed to have such a good facility right here, especially 2 years ago or 3 years ago when I started racing. Man, what a gift that was. I didn't realize that, but just having that good of a track. Just
here.
Just to start, yeah. So, and there's a lot, I like a lot of the tracks around here, man. I love Nevada. I go there a couple times a year. Midway, I go there quite a bit. Been to CMS, Butler, trying to think, Dallas County's reopening. So I mean, this is a kind of a hotbed for racing.
For racing.
Yeah, it for sure is.
We're pretty lucky. I've been realizing that as doing these interviews and talking to guys, you know, there's not a lot of other places in the world that, you know, where we're sitting right here, you can drive 2 hours and race it, 7 tracks?
Yeah, it's awesome.
I mean, that's pretty cool.
A lot of options.
And it creates a hotbed of racing, and I think, you know, with our super stocks and our Midwest Mod program and even our B-Mod programs, you know, we watch our guys travel out to these other races, and Missouri performs.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you look at finishes at Vado and going places.
Yeah.
Missouri goes out there and performs. You know.
Yeah.
Even you know, Tanner Cade, we had him out there at Vado.
Yeah.
This year, he
Yeah.
even got in a mix in there competing. I mean, running up front with them guys, and that's for me and you to race with him. That's something I'm proud of, to see a guy that we race with be out there running them guys like that.
Yeah, no doubt, man. There's and I don't know the exact number, but you think about, you know, USRA Nationals, and I'm just specifically thinking of B-Mods, but I mean, those guys that win that are all, you know, Mitchell Franklin, J.C. Morton, Gilmore, Chris Jackson, Andy Bryant. I mean, there's Andy Bryant. There's so many guys that are.
You just listed any guys that could win any B-Mod race anywhere in the country any night.
And I believe they're all former national champions, if I'm not mistaken.
I think so.
And there's so many more that, I mean, Mike Striegel runs B-Mods. I mean, there's just so many guys that, I mean, Jackie Dalton, I can go all day, you know what I mean? There's guys that.
Great B-Mod drivers.
Yeah, it's stacked, for sure.
And so speaking of B-Mod, you're joining the B-Mod ranks this year.
Yeah, can give it a try, see what it's all about.
How you feeling about that? You feel like you're ready?
Yeah, I think so. Again, man, I got a lot of good help. I got good people to lean on, ask questions. Nobody's been bad to me yet about that. So I'm very excited. I don't know. We'll see. I'm excited for sure.
It's going to be interesting. I look forward to watching it. You're a good driver. I've raced with you, you know, a few times, a few different tracks, and always put on a good show. And I enjoy racing with you. So I'm going to miss that. I kind of hate you're moving on. I wanted to get some more.
Yeah.
I needed to outrun that 33. You know?
Well, I was surprised you said all that after you saw me hit the Ute tire after the races in Nevada last time.
Well, you know.
Yeah.
That happens.
That's the show I put on, is hit the tire after the race, tear my whole nose up.
I wasn't going to bring it up.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, you got to make fun of yourself a little bit. Yeah. I'm sure it won't be the last time I do something stupid like that.
Yeah, shoot, I've done it too. Take the caution and then go down and spin out trying to check on your car.
Oh yeah. I see. Now my buddy Glenn Powell, I don't know what he don't know what he's doing. I don't think we late model when they took his hands off it, jumped over the tire under caution. I said, "What were you doing?" He said, "I just wanted to see what it felt like and check everything. I don't know what he was thinking.
Just had a moment.
Yeah, it happens.
A little long one. We all have them, I guess.
Yeah, it happens.
Hopefully we space them out where we can afford them.
Yeah, that's a whole nother deal.
So gonna go B-Mod, gonna be racing Springfield.
Mostly, yeah. I'd like to, I see a lot about the Arrowhead facility out there in Oklahoma. Obviously, go check out Lucas a little bit. I've been when they race Midwest mods, but I feel like every time I've gone to Lucas, the track's been a little heavier than what, there's only 2 classes running, Midwest mods, and I think the pure stocks, or one time it was the Legends, and the track was just, it didn't really come around until super late in the night. So I'd like to get a full night with a bunch of cars and just see how it is. I feel like I didn't get the full Lucas experience because of that. So.
That's how, it's funny that you say that, because that's what I took away too.
Yeah.
This year trying to run at Lucas is I felt like, what's the right words, needing more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I feel like it owes me one.
Yeah,
like I need to, because the track just never come around on the nights that I was there to really get after it. Like you're saying, it just wasn't ideal.
Yeah, it was really slimy the last time I went. I don't know if it's just they don't change they have their routine for track prep or whatever, but I'd like to give another chance. So.
Right, I would too. I want to get in there again and get after it. So Springfield's favorite track?
Oh man, it's so hard to say it's not, because it's just, I don't think I've ever been there, I'm probably going to jinx myself, where it's just been really, really one lane. There's always multiple lanes, and it's pretty wide.
It seems like if there's not multiple lanes, Jerry will do something about it.
He's very involved with that throughout the night. I think he takes a lot of pride in that. Obviously through his Facebook you can tell, or his just him in general.
He's posted some good end of night pictures of the track surface this year, is what I noticed.
Yeah, he takes a lot of pride in it, and he does a hell of a job. There's no doubt about it. So, that'll probably be. It's hard to go away from there,
right.
and again, but I'd say it's probably my favorite. It's easy. It's 15 minutes away, and get some dinner on the way home, grab a few beers, and then it's just a good night.
It's hard not to race at a track that close.
Yeah.
And but at the same time, Springfield's a great track, so
very good.
It's been it's had my number. I need to get back down there and figure some stuff out too.
It's tough, man. It's very humbling. You think you got it figured out, or you think, man, I'm good here, and you get hit in the mouth. It's happened to me very much. So.
Racing's pretty good about that.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
That's been the case for you as well.
Oh yeah, I don't think I think if you're not getting humbled, it's gonna happen.
If you ain't getting humbled yet, you're fixing to. It's coming.
Yeah, it's coming for sure.
So, have you been in any other classic cars, or just the modified?
Just the Midwest mods. 2020 I bought a Dirtworks from Jason Breezy, and that's the one I ran 2020 and 2021. Awesome car, and then this is a Shaw. I got this from Canyon Method in 2021. And so I've had 2 different cars technically, but both Midwest mods.
Gotcha. And it's, for those that don't know, Midwest mod, B-Mod, it's ideally the same car, more horsepower.
Yeah.
Suspension setups, everything's all the same, so you ain't got to adapt to that.
Yeah.
So that's going to be fun. It's going to be fun watching you transition to B-Mod.
Yeah, I'm excited. Hopefully it goes smooth.
I think you'll be all right.
I hope so. Got good help, so I got some people I can lean on. I don't know. We'll see.
Is there another car you'd like to try to drive?
Man, I as a fan, I'm a huge racing fan. I watch all the flow stuff. I love the late models, but becoming a racer, man, modifieds are awesome. I mean, financially, A-Mod would be, if I could financially hit or make it happen, A-Mod would be. I think those things are so cool, man. But again, I'm happy where I'm at, and I'll drive anything if I can afford it.
Speaking of the big boys, who's your favorite driver?
Like a late model series.
Yeah, let's go late model.
And so I'm a huge Brandon Overton fan. It's hard to say no to RTJ. I mean, everybody likes that guy.
Man, he's good. I don't know.
And then I love Cade Dillard. I've always kind of had a thing for Cade Dillard and all his cars. All the wraps look amazing. He has. And now he's building cars. He's probably top 3 at least.
He's did you catch his run at Vado?
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's
Man.
funny. The last night he said his car was bent. He still took him to school.
Yeah, he could do no wrong in that modified.
Yeah.
Had a hell of a run at late model too.
He won one night.
Yep.
About a late model.
It's the first night, I think. I think it was the first night he won the modified and the late model both.
Yeah. And he went to Volusia last week. I saw him. He was running up front there too with a late model.
That's we watched Cade Dillard a little bit. That's my wife's favorite driver.
Yeah.
So,
he's a Louisiana guy too. That's kind of why I initially liked him, but he's always got the best looking cars too, man. I try to always steal like some. If he ever saw some of my cars, he'd be like, "This guy's a weirdo."
a little design points
Yeah.
for mine.
Yeah. I usually just forward Dustin any car he comes out with every year and try and get it close.
Something like that.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. In racing.
Yeah. He's always been very helpful. I mean, he helped me put my motor in on that car when I first made it a Midwest mod. He taught me some stuff. And he's always cracking jokes and making fun. He makes it fun. I think that's the big thing about racing that I really like is I've met so many good people doing this and so many people that I would if I needed something they'd show up. Or,
Right.
I mean, it's just the race community's got a ton of great people in it and people that would help. I mean, guys I compete against will help me. Guys that I got into an argument with a guy at Dallas County one day, and we disagreed, and then I wrecked in Nevada a couple months after that, and he's over there helping me change my right front. I'm like, man, it's just this, like I just can't imagine when I was playing baseball, going and seeing a guy I just competed against and hanging out with him or somebody I was just trying to take my job, basically. You know what I mean? Like it's just a really unique sport in that sense. It's one of a kind for sure.
Right. Not that it's not that cutthroat when the helmets come on.
Oh no, I want to win I'll find a way to get around you type thing. But like after the race, you have a few beers and you're sitting there talking, or you're hanging out and you see the guy it's just. I'm sure it's not that way all the time. I'm sure there's some people that hate each other and all that. But for me, it's been a really cool experience to get into the racing community. I'm very thankful for all the people that I've met so far along the way. It's been awesome.
It's a fun family.
Yeah, no doubt.
For sure. So what do you think's your favorite race you've been in?
Oh man, it's so hard to not say Turkey Bowl, just because it's televised. There's so many cars there. There's so many people there.
And both times there was no one missing.
Yeah.
There wasn't anybody in the field that you missed outrunning to go in.
Well, I don't know. But Turkey Bowl was a good one. I also enjoyed. I went to the Fall Brawl at Midway. There was a ton of cars there. It was. I don't know. That's probably one of my favorite. It paid the best, so that's why I like that one a lot. So.
Well, tell us about it. Where did what made it so memorable?
Well, I was pitted. Scott Campbell's a good buddy of mine. We both pitted next to each other. It was a 2-day deal, and stayed at my buddy's house in Lebanon. And then Friday night, I hit a tire. I finished third, I think, and then so I was locked in, and they do like a little dash for starting position. It just made me feel like I was a USMTS guy. The format. I guess. Was really cool. Made me feel like I was somebody, you know what I mean? But, and then Saturday, we ended up winning. And it's a real good experience. It was the highest, $1,600, so it was the highest check I ever got racing. So
It's nice to get there. Those
Yeah.
weekends you actually make money.
yeah, but I probably still didn't make any money.
I mean, we're so in the negative, but let me have this weekend, okay? Let's not move,
Yeah.
count backwards.
yeah. But yeah, it's that was a good week.
That's awesome. That's another big race to win. I mean, that's a,
Yeah, they got a bunch of big races coming to Midway this year. I saw when they released their schedule. High-paying modified races. They got the Heartland Series can be there.
yeah, I'm anxious to see that come through. That's gonna come through about all our local tracks, I think.
Yeah, I saw that, or I saw an A-mod race at Midway. Tyler Davis won and Dylan McCowan came, but man, it was, I don't know what was going on, but that it was really good A-mod track. I don't know if it was just that time that there's multiple grooves or sliding each other, and it was really cool to see on the smaller track. So I'm excited. I'll definitely be there to watch that.
Yeah, I can't. I'm excited for that to come through. Remember, they got the late model revival coming through to a bunch of tracks.
Yeah, Cash Money's got a pretty healthy schedule.
Yeah, they're coming back through again. There's
Yeah.
some big races. So, what about big B-Mod races? Have you got your eyes set on, you know, a B-Mod race that's where Anthony wants to be?
Not a race specifically. I want to go out there and make sure I'm not in anybody's way to start out. You know, I kind of want to put my toe in the pool, edge of the pool, and see how I am, if I'm competitive, and kind of work to make my car a little better, me better, more competitive, and then I'll start probably looking at that stuff. But I just I'd be lying to you if I said I want to go run these races at Gilmore and Morton and Chris Jackson, who are, you know, there's so many good cars that I already know I'm gonna be one of them guys. You know, it's gonna take a while, and I understand that, and I'm accepting of that. So nothing big yet, but I'm sure I'll show up and just to get the experience and at something.
I think you're going to be all right. I think you're going to like a little bit more power, and I think 3 or 4 races in, you're going to want to hit some races.
I hope you're right, but I have realistic expectations. You know, I mean, there's so many good B-Mod guys around me, and I feel like I could learn a lot from competing against them guys. But to go spend multiple nights for a bunch of money, that's probably not going to end up in my pocket. I'll just tiptoe around, hit little races till I can.
Till you're ready for something.
Till I think I can compete and I have a chance, but you know, I don't know. We'll see.
That's a good group of cars. That's
Yeah.
you know.
I mean, I haven't even Mitchell Franklin. That guy's super fast everywhere he goes, and you know, I mean, there's so many. JC Newell, I can go on all day. Guys just that within a 30-minute, hour range of my home.
Right here in Missouri, again, like we talked about, just great race car drivers,
Yeah.
great programs.
Yeah.
I mean, Terry Phillips with the Bloodline cars coming on strong.
Yeah.
I mean, I look for them to have a good year. They had a good showing out at Votto. Morton's looking good in that Bloodline car. I think that'll be fun watching that continue to develop.
I think JC could be fast in a lawnmower. You know, he's another person that has been, him and his dad. I pitted next to them at Power on Nationals, but any question I've asked, they've been very nice and acceptant of my ignorant questions. You know, like and they've always been very nice to me. But he's fascinating. He can ride a bicycle.
He can wheel a race car.
Yeah.
And Gene's been around racing for a long time.
Yeah.
That's he's one of the guys that I've heard things about. You know that that's a guy that's a pillar in our racing community.
Yeah.
and this foundation of what we have now.
Yeah.
You know, him and a lot of other guys.
I heard he used to race like a Pro 4. Dustin Winningham told me this. He'd race a Pro 4 at Monette, and then he would go, he's the announcer also.
So announce, and
I don't know if there's any truth to that, but
Maybe we can find out.
yeah.
well, we'll have to get with Gene and JC one
Yeah.
of these days and find out.
I'm pretty sure he announced and raced at the same time.
That's pretty wild.
Not in the car, but same day.
A lot of these guys, and that's why I call them pillars of our foundation of our racing community, because a lot of these guys have done a lot of different stuff.
Yeah, yeah,
I mean, your track owner, Jerry Hoffman,
yeah.
you know, from race car driver to builder
Yeah.
to track owner promoter.
And I know he won quite a bit of racing. I mean, everyone knows his backflip at Boone, but I've heard he was a pretty damn good race car driver as well. So he's kind of done it all.
Right, and it's awesome to learn about these guys. That's something I love about doing these interviews,
Yeah.
you know, and learning where guys come from and what they've done.
Yeah.
And it's something that us in the racing community can appreciate and respect where these guys have been
Yeah, for sure.
and what they do for us. Without some of these guys doing what they've done,
Yeah. No doubt.
some of these tracks ain't open,
Yeah.
we ain't sitting here talking.
Yeah.
I mean,
And I think that all the successful drivers around here, I mean, it's not just coincidence that it's, you know,
right.
they've earned it, and around here, the competition level's so high, it only makes everyone else better, and I think, you know, I think there's a reason for that, you know, the Hoffmans, and there's so many good, rich history in this area of racing. I mean, I was listening to, it was Mark Martin or Larry Shaw on a podcast and saying that they used to come from Arkansas every Friday to go to the fairgrounds. Everyone would try and outrun Larry Phillips, you know. And,
Right.
it's just cool that it's here, you know, like it's right down the road. People would come from, like, the Wallaces would come down here to try and beat one person just because he was so damn good. You know, I wish I could have been around when he was running, because, man, everybody's. I mean, my mother-in-law grew up down the road, and everybody knows about Larry Phillips. Even people that aren't really deep into the racing deal.
Right.
So there's a lot of rich history and good things that came from this area. Can you consider racing?
That developed our racing culture that we have.
Yeah, for the culture, it's a good word for it.
And I enjoy it. I love it. There ain't nothing better than, you know, if you want to support something good, folks, go to your local dirt track on Friday or Saturday night, buy a ticket and support them people down there.
Yeah.
That's, and you ain't gonna get no better racing. This area racing, it just about don't matter which class you get.
Yeah.
They're gonna fight 3 wide for the lead.
Yeah.
It ain't very often that we have guys just run away with it. I mean, they do, it happens, don't get me wrong,
But there's no, I completely agree with you.
So, you're still new to racing.
Somewhat. I've been around it so much on the other side as a fan. I mean, I've probably been to, just thinking growing up, how many times I went to East Bay or Ocala or Bubba, whatever they call it. I think that's a big part. I mean, I did that when I played baseball. I think it's a part of the, I don't know, you know, why you love it so much.
Right, part of the process.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's good advice. I like that. Well, I really appreciate your time.
No,
and
thanks.
Before we go, is there anyone you'd like to mention? Sponsors? Anybody you'd like to thank?
Yeah, so I'll go through my sponsors this year. Ozark Fence, they're back on board. Owen Brothers Cattle Company. So I had Ozark Golf Cars. They merged with Clear Creek Golf Cars. They're a huge sponsor. He's Spencer King's the name of the guy. He's been with me since day one. They, I don't know, I'm pretty sure, but they're doing it this year, but they've always been Lucas's rental golf cart people out there. So if you ever go to Lucas, you'll see Spencer there. Bush Light, I get sponsored through the distributor here, which is Will Fisher. They've always been there for me. Lightning Courier, I got him again. It's my stepdad down in Florida. He's got a courier business. He's always been on board. I'm gonna miss a bunch. Supermoon Graphics. Who else? I don't got the rap done yet, so I got, you know what I mean, I don't have anything to reference on.
Hey, got it wrote down in front of us.
McCormick's Automotive, I forgot to, Turkey Walk, forgot to thank them. They're actually in Victory Lane right in front of my face, and I botched that. Powell Mechanical, he's, Glenn Powell, he races late model. He's bought my metal the last 2 years, and I flipped last year and got me some more metal. He's probably, his metal bill at Midwest Sheet Metal has probably tripled since he's agreed to help me. Yeah, that's for the most part. That's Priority Pest Control's new this year. I'm gonna keep remembering them, and then I'm gonna go to check my notes when
When you're done,
damn it, I missed this guy or this guy.
listen, race car driver, not brain surgeon.
Yeah, I need to write them on my hand or something. I should have done that before we started, but I'll always forget. It's something I need to get better at. You watch like like last night the guys on Float It, they can just rip it off.
Yeah.
But
That's funny. I was thinking about that last night. These guys announcing, they just keep on rolling, huh?
yeah, and they have so many.
Even now, I've probably had 30 ums.
Yeah,
I don't think I heard one from them.
One's gonna, as soon as we stop recording, one's gonna pop up, but yeah, I guess it's it's their job, this is a hobby test, but I think that if it was, my job, I'd make myself really remember it. So maybe I just need to treat it as that way.
Yeah, second job. We sure spent enough time on it to be a second job.
Yeah, I love it, but I wish I could spend more time.
It's worth it. I've had guys ask me, how you spend 5 days in the shop.
Oh, I wish I could spend 8 days in the shop.
For 30 minutes of fun.
Yeah.
If you make it to full.
Yeah, gosh, yeah. Yeah.
But it's worth it. It's worth every lap. To me, it's worth it.
Is there a place that they can keep track of him?
Do you have, other than Anthony Ferrara on Facebook, do you have a race page?
I don't. I just have my Facebook page, my personal one, but I do post periodically about, hey, who's here, who's there, kind of thank my sponsors as much as I can. I need to do a better job of that, but yeah,
So-
it's just my personal page.
So if you want to keep up with Anthony, it's Anthony Ferrara Jr. on
Yep.
Facebook.
Yep.
I think your picture might be a race car or something. So
I don't know what it is. I think
he's pretty easy to find.
it's me and my son or my
Maybe it's changed. It was his race car.
who knows.
Shows what I know, probably.
No, I don't pay no attention.
You need an eye exam, I swear.
Well, it's hard to read that far away.
Like and follow, honey.
So, is there anything that you wanted to say in this interview that we've left out or not talked about?
No, I think we've kind of hit it all. I do want to thank you guys. I think you guys doing this, it creates more awareness. And again, like we were talking earlier, this only helps, I think, not just, the racing community, but if you can present this to a sponsor or, just show that you're involved and, even though I probably said I forgot half of, you know what I mean? But if you show that you're invested in what you do and you guys create a platform for that, so I want to thank you guys for that.
That's what we love, recording people's passion.
Yeah.
Yesterday I found myself at the Boy Scouts Pinewood Derby.
Oh yeah.
One of the scout leaders there, his boys and stuff, they wanted a race car driver there to do the Pinewood Derby judging. So I found myself doing that, and at the Pinewood Derby race, I found passion for Pinewood Derby racing.
Yeah.
And that's what, and I think it's okay for Shanna if I speak with her on that. That's what we like to record.
Yeah.
That's what we like to capture, is your passion. Your passion for what you're doing. You pour yourself into this 4 or 5 days a week. You're on the car 4 or 5 hours a day.
Yeah.
And that's not if you don't get tore up. That's just normal maintenance stuff.
Yeah.
So
It's a good week.
that's a big deal to us. And we're on football Sunday. I think that you can pick out any stadium versus Friday night dirt tracks. I think we sell more seats.
Yeah, I was talking to a sponsor this year. I don't know where I got this stat at, but the amount of people across the country that go to a dirt track, which I still feel like it's an untapped entertainment deal. I think there's a lot of people that don't know about it, but still there's millions of people on a weekend that go and watch
Right, they go to a dirt racing event.
Yeah, multi-millions of people. It's a sport. I feel like it's kind of like a black market type. Like there's a lot of people that like it, but there's still so many people that don't know about it. I mean, the East Bay thing, when I started going, we were turned on to it by a neighbor. I couldn't imagine if I didn't go. You know, I've been missing out on a lot of.
Right, you're next door to some of the best racing in the country down
yeah.
there. That's a great place to go race.
And I mean, if I never went there, who's to know, like, what would I be doing?
Right.
You know,
Be playing golf with your old baseball buddies.
I'm
or
so
something.
terrible at that. I do play golf here and there, but gosh, I'm bad at it. I don't know anybody that's actually really, really good at golf. You know what I mean? It's like I just suck a little less than this guy. You know what I mean?
If you're just okay at playing golf, then you get good at drinking beer.
Oh well, I am good at drinking beer. That's one thing I'll be cocky about. I'm a beer drinking bastard. Nobody can beat me in that.
There you go. Come on down after a race.
Yeah.
Somebody bring a 12-pack.
I'll have one part of my sponsorship with Busch Light is I'm supposed to bring some samples, do samplings at the track after. So I always have some beer if anybody wants to come down there and drink a cold Busch Light with me.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Heck yeah.
Well, folks, Anthony Ferrara, former Major League Baseball player, turned race car driver.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
it's been fun, buddy. I hope you find victory lane in 24. I think you're going to be pushing on.
That I would be over the moon if I could do that. I'll tell you that. I'm excited. But there's some. I don't want. Now that I think about it, I don't want to make it sound like the Midwest Mod is not competitive. I mean, I've raced against multiple Hall of Famers, Muhlenberg, both the Muhlenbergs, Ben Newell, Hall of Famer. There's really good. I think the Midwest Mod class is probably I wish it paid a little more in certain races, or a weekly race, but I feel like that's the best rule package.
It's a premier class.
Yeah.
You know, Andy Claiborne said it the other day and got me thinking when he said it's a premier class, and it really is.
Yeah.
I mean, there ain't, you pick any track around and the most cars there
Midwest.
are running that class.
Yeah. Yeah. I know. Who knows? I might come back because financially, I mean, it's probably the best thing out there.
Right.
But,
with a little more horsepower comes a little more tire wear.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where we're running them 2 or 3 races, you may not get away with that.
Don't say that. But yeah, no, I think you're right. I just kind of looking back, I did not want that. I didn't want people to be perceived. I didn't think like I'm moving up. I don't think that's the right. That's not right in that thing. I think that there's so many good Midwest Mod. I mean,
so I
Hall of
think
Famers.
I know what you're saying, and
Yeah.
I want to make a statement about this with some of the Midwest mods and some B mods too. And the statement I want to make is people race what they can afford,
100%.
and people that don't race,
Yeah.
they race their mouths.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And I think what you can afford, what you can't afford, has nothing to do with the quality of driver you are, or the amount of success you have.
Or whether we're 3 or 4 wide for the lead, or for third, or
100%.
I mean, it's still some of the best racing.
Absolutely, and it's a really good class. I'm super thankful that they have this around here because I don't think I could have made the financial jump straight to a B mod out of the gate. Or I would have got a sour taste. I mean, I might get a sour taste still with this, but I would have got a bad start. I probably would have, who knows, could have sold everything. And so I did want it to be known that the Midwest Mod is very competitive, there's a lot of really good racers, a lot of really good, like I said, there's Ben Newell, Hall of Famer, both the Muhlenbergs, Hall of Famer. I have to go race with some dudes on a Friday night at Midway, and it's like, what the hell, I shouldn't have came here.
It's about like probably going to be going to race Chris Jackson or somebody. I mean, them guys get around the racetrack.
And that's why I've been kind of hitting on all these B-Mod guys, and I didn't give any credit to them. There's very good Midwest Mod racers.
Right.
And I don't want it to be perceived that, or people to perceive that I'm like I'm very humble. Like, I don't want,
It
you
just
know,
takes more horsepower. And I mean, you touched on it, and I'll say it, I don't know, the guys I run with in Midwest mods, I don't know one of them that doesn't want to move up into a B mod.
yeah, yeah,
I myself would move up into a B mod,
yeah,
but it's a motor choice thing
no.
that I can't afford.
I'd get a 8 mod. If I had the money, I'd go get my ass whooped down in Volusia right now, or in Florida. I'd have no problem. I'd love the whole racing experience. I love, but that again, the financial thing. It's a big
I'm
separator.
too competitive. I don't think I would survive long in racing going out to get my ass kicked every week.
Yeah, I mean, to a degree, I meant that. But if I had the funds, I'd have 8 mod, late mod. I have it all.
Have one of each.
Yeah. That's definitely finances are a big part of racing. I've learned that really fast. And, it can happen fast. It's all gone.
Right,
You know?
right. You gotta be careful
Yeah.
what you're doing. So,
Absolutely.
well, folks, we appreciate you watching, and don't forget, on Facebook, go to Razor Edge Productions, like and follow the page. And if you would, take the time to invite your friends. You know, Shayna's reach is out there. Like 29,000 people in the last month
Wow.
have been on this site, and she's got 1,000 followers. So we got to connect those two guys. Go like the page, follow it, invite your friends,
Yeah.
promote what she's doing. This is awesome. We're having fun doing it.
I agree.
Great to talk to guys like Anthony.
Heck yeah.
See you, everybody. Thanks, buddy.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Good job.
About
Good job. Thank you.
Oh, man.
That was a good one.
That was
a
fun.
good interview.
Yeah.
We rolled through that.